So you see down there, there's the trash.
Yeah, you guys, we're back on. We're back on because we got a reinforcement. And as y'all can see, we have unlocked a little clue for ourselves. We have unlocked a little clue for our damn selves, you guys. Let's go check out this little sign here that says active dry wave 24 hours. Please don't block. By the way, not an official driveway situationship. Oh look, is these people gonna take the trash or not? Let's just check it out, you guys. Check it out. Oh look, they are taking their trash. Oh look, they do have the trash opened already. It was unlocked. Combination unlocked. So this is what's coming out of Scientology's building, you guys. Look at all that trash. So definitely, these buildings are definitely equipped. They're definitely there with people that live in these buildings. As much as Scientology is trying to pretend that no one's there, oh yeah, no one's here, you're not gonna catch anybody. Look at that. Y'all that live in apartment buildings can tell me if apartment buildings are empty, then why in the hell do they have so much trash? You know? Because that would be very interesting. And like I told you, not a lot of recycling going on, as you can see. Not a lot of that going on, because maybe it's because they don't get Amazon packages here. They don't do any Amazon in these buildings because they don't even have access to the internet. Imagine that. Even that, they're not allowed to have any shred of Amazon deliveries or anything like that because they cannot be on the internet, you guys. Because maybe if they're on the internet, some bad people are going to do something, you know? And shout out to Scientology. We're not disgusting. We want nothing to do with your trash. They go and look for our trash. Oh, there's a van right there, you guys. Look. Right there. You see that? Right there. They're always on the move. So, yeah, Scientology, relax. Nobody wants to see through your trash. You can do that yourself. You can send disgusting PIs to do that, to see what you can find in the trash. I mean, imagine the desperation of these people, you guys, that do pay people a lot of money to, get their trash, get their trash on. So let's see Scientology's trash being emptied. And you know what, guys? It'd be interesting to find out how much of our taxpayer money goes towards paying for this service so that they can get their trash out for free, right? Because isn't the taxpayers the ones that pay for these type of services? Mayor Karen Bass, or who pays for this? Is this a private trash company? Is this a private trash company that wants to shred everything? Because Scientology's real press that, God forbid anybody grabs any of their evidence. You guys, like I told you before, Scientology orders everything to be shredded. So we would have a lot of like these worksheets, is what they call, like these documents that we would write down about, like, when they were teaching us and grooming us to do all the role plays. They would be like, oh, write it down, and you have all these worksheets and all this evidence that we were actually keeping on ourselves. But then they were like, oh no, you guys, you can't let those worksheets come out of the hotel or commercial building. They all have to be shredded. No one can see that we write down and we groom kids to data mine felonies. No one can see that. And at the time, they were at real press, you guys. This was called an out security. What? You allow that out of the hotel? That's out security. You're in treason. You're in ethics like this, you guys. Ethics immediately. Treason condition. You're a piece of shit. You betrayed the security of this hotel. You compromised the security of this hotel. So, these are only like disgusting trash from the people that live here. The executives that work at the L. Ron Hubbard Live Exhibition building, the Hollywood Guarantee building. Well, you know what? guaranteed that y'all are a total and utter fraud. That's what that Hollywood guarantee building really is giving. It's giving we're all just a bunch of scammers that live in dilapidated, disgusting conditions. Look at those windows, you guys. I mean, just take a look. Do you see how the cameras look all slick and modern and nice? But then the actual building looks disgusting, dilapidated, rotting windows, AC units on the windows. When it gets hot in LA, it gets hot, you guys. So those little disgusting window AC units are literal trash. But don't you worry about it. They're having a jolly old time. And don't you worry about it. You could have, you know, an executive live here. Oh, look, you guys. I don't know if you can see through that window, but I see some art. Do y'all see that window right here between the pines? Watch that shit get shut down quickly to a theater near you soon, you guys. Look. So there, we can see straight through that window, Osa. Y'all effed up. Y'all left the window open, but good on actually getting those curtains up at the front. Very well done on that front. Very well done on that. Right, you guys? Like, these people, let's show y'all real quick how fast they were at changing the literal door when they were told to do so by us. Check it out. Look, that blind on that door wasn't there, and then they went all the way up. It's not so good, you guys. Going all the way up, all the way. They don't want anyone to see what's going on. Because, what's that?
What he does. This guy back here with a camera on the scooter, he parked here and rode a scooter by and almost hit me. And then all of a sudden he just screamed at me. He's like, "Get a job, buddy. Get a real job, buddy." And I'm like, "What's a real job, buddy? What kind of job do you have? Working for Scientology?" You know, and I asked her if he lived there. She said, "Yeah." And I go, "Do you know what he does?" She goes, "No, I have no idea. He just kind of hangs out." And I go, "We're just sitting here protesting." She goes, "Oh, yeah, they need to be protested or whatever, you know?"
Yeah. Yeah, no, I saw him taking pictures of us. I saw him being his little shady self. And again, who gives an F? You think that's really going to scare us? Please. So, yeah, they emptied their trash. No more trash.
It's gonna be a big no-no. Because look at, they left the lock unlocked, and I bet you that's their combination right there.
Yep.
That's their combination right there to their lock. And I bet you the city's gonna hear about it.
And I wonder who pays for them to do this.
Oh, we do.
You know what I mean? Like, they're not paying any taxes, you guys. Not even to collect trash. They're just a bunch of trash ducks. They just pour trash out of themselves. Literally pour themselves out in trash, and they just want everything done for them. Scientology is everything for their benefit. 501c that helps nobody but themselves. Isn't that great? Child abusers that are literally being protected by the likes of the LAPD, the likes of the Clearwater Police Department, the likes of the Riverside Police Department, the likes of the FDLE. Shout out to you, FDLE, and go check it out for yourselves, you guys. Go to the FDLE page, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, who can be found hiding comments that are being left as they promote, literally kid you not, you guys, they're promoting that is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. FDLE, Human Trafficking Awareness Month. So, but they don't want to hear that, you guys. They don't want to hear that. Hi, JB Normal. Yes, please, guys, smash the like button. Let's get this algorithm to push this content out. Let's get more people to ask questions that they're allowed to ask. You know, because here in the community, people come to us all the time. Oh my God, they need to be protested. They need to be told not to be doing this. Hi, Liz. You're so wonderful. Love you, my friend. You're doing amazing. Can't wait to see you. Y'all are doing amazing. Can't wait to see you, literally. So, yeah, you guys, here is where they're still hiding some people. Because only 3 vans so far since 6:30 in the morning have actually come out of this building. Only 6 vans. And there's a lot more people there. I mean, unless these ducks are just so dirty and disgusting that they produce that amount of bins, if 3 vans of people make that much trash, you guys, and they're never here. I mean, imagine, right? Like, in what world do you come up with 2 gigantic trash things for the city to pick up for themselves, for literally no reason? For literally no reason whatsoever, you guys. Isn't that great? And then there's a little shady PI, shady man with the beanie right there, sitting on those steps, that just told Michael, "Why don't you get a real job, buddy?" That just went with his scooter in a very threatening way and tried to run Michael over. So, y'all, just so y'all know that we know, just so y'all know that the literal neighbors that live there told Michael that he lives inside that building and he really wants to, intimidate. Imagine being intimidated by a disgusting man that looks like that. Imagine that. I mean, Scientology really is, using their finest and their bestest to protect their child trafficking, hotels, and commercial buildings. Exactly, Joe. Exactly. Hello, Yadira. Hi, Alex. Yeah, they're testing boundaries, you guys. They're always trying to test the boundaries. They're trying to see what can they do to stop, so we stop asking questions. That's all they're interested in. Someone asked where the COS is located in South Africa. They have a huge castle, and you guys should really Google this for yourselves because Scientology has a huge castle in South Africa where when people don't want to pay the big money here, because let's say that you're a broke ass, okay? Let's say you're a total broke ass that doesn't have money. So instead of going to these organizations in the United States where you will be given a tax write off when you donate 100 grand, well, if you don't have the 100 grand, why don't you just fly over to South Africa? And there, because the dollar and the African money works differently, all of a sudden, discounts. All of a sudden, they'll do everything for you. So they're always looking for shady little ways to, if it doesn't work like this, let's make it work like that. So that's why all these Scientologists that go, you're like, why in the hell do they have a place in Africa? Well, they have a place like that. So again, you guys, if you're not a rich ass MFer that has disposable income that wants to wash it off in some 501c manner, then there's other hotels and commercial buildings in Mexico, in Madrid, and all these places where, the money's like not as much. So all of a sudden they can be doing exactly this. There's a lot of Scientologists in South Africa. There's a few. I mean, there's a few, not gonna lie. I was there in South Africa myself, and they have big buildings. And like I said, not really because the South African people like them, to be honest. It's mostly foreigners. So, that they can get the cheap price that Scientology gives them.
I love that you guys have been hanging out with me this long. It's been so nice sharing this moment with you. And once again, I just followed The Pet's Journey.
What are their business
Okay,
fronts
guys.
Scientology owns
I'll
in
see you guys
LA?
soon.
Well, I mean, their business fronts are their so-called secular supposed benefits for society are called wise, able, smy, all these stupid words, you guys. It's like they're just they cannot help themselves.
Is your other battery dead?
Yeah. So is that true now?
Let's get started with that.
Yeah.
I wanted to go get some water at this
Yeah, let's go.
liquor store. She was going to come back, but I don't see her.
Well, call her. Call her and tell her to come. Thank you, Sar. Hi, love you guys from South Africa. So not much money to give. No, it's always you guys. It's always the thought that counts with all of you guys. So no one's looking for money or anything like that. You know, any support that is given is really highly appreciated. But we're all here for the same reason and for the same cause. And I really appreciate it, Sandra. So thank you for that. You're the best. You the best. Yeah, Michael's real sweet, you guys. Not like me. I might be a little more spicy. I might be a little more like, what's going on? But it's all good. We need diversity. Thank you, Seorg. Seorg what? Seorg got it. No one's late. No one's late here, you guys. We left the roll calls far behind in Scientology, how they were controlling us. That's it. Roll call. So all the people were late for their roll calls today. Because Scientology is all about roll calls, you guys. Believe you me. Scientology is all, where's everyone? Where's this one? Where's that one? Oh, they check on you in the morning. There's a muster in which they do a roll call. And then in the around 12:30, people have from 12:30 to 1 o'clock. They eat for half an hour and then 30-minute muster. Everyone get accounted again. Make sure everyone's there. Okay, great. Then they work the whole day until 6:30. Then they go eat real quick. And then they work all the way to the wee hours of the night. And then on Thursdays, they have a special long meeting. So yesterday was their big long meeting. So they stayed up real late for that one. They usually stay up, I don't know when Chris without a Hellcat went to sleep, but it was pretty late. Pretty late. So here's the building where all the executives live. Here's the slave drivers of this movement, of this fake 501c. Here it is, you guys. Check it out. There is literally 7 orgs listed in South Africa. That's not surprising, Kyle, because they have one in Pretoria, I think it was called, Joburg, Cape Town, and they're all real fancy. They're all real fancy there. So they've already don't think that the people in South Africa paid for that. It's the shell corporations here that are pressed to get as much real estate as they can, for which they pay no taxes. Yes, Sandra, there is one in Cape Town. It's actually a really nice one. I mean, when I was there, they were renovating it, they were purchasing it, they were all about the the South African um, organization. 70 isn't that many for the whole continent? Yeah, but you know what? They only have in South Africa. They really don't care about anywhere else. It's only where there's white rich people that they could target. They could care less about the rest of Africa. They could care less about helping people in need. They could care less, unless they're not getting a photo op, they're not actually investing a shred of dollar or resources. Yeah, in Cape Town, you guys. Remember, L. Ron Hubbard went there trying to become the one that runs everything. Yeah, just come here, Lara. Just see us here, then we'll make a super plan. Definitely, Sandra. Go audit them. Go find out where they are and do exactly what we're doing. It's just, it's called a First Amendment audit. It's go, ask your questions and demand some answers that make sense, because slavery was abolished supposedly here in the United States, but come to find out I was trafficked as a slave. And you know what? With the history South Africa has on slavery, I don't think they would be very happy to understand what these commercial buildings actually do. I don't know. Here we go. Lara's on her way. So right here, you guys, this is where they go. This is where they go and hide. They're playing hide and seek. These ducks. Livia has a slave auctions on Saturdays. Oh, that's horrendous. All worn out. That is actually horrific to hear. And the U.S. has, slave markets here, right here. They don't call it that, of course, but it's the same thing. Well, same shit, different story, right? It's same shit, different air freshener. That's all it is. Thank you, Susie. I promise you, the worst Scientology kids to know nothing about they want Scientology kids to know nothing about the Constitution. That's right. Yeah, the Constitution only applies to Scientology attorneys when they go blab that the First Amendment right, that the client can do whatever, that it couldn't be more of a protected thing to abuse kids with impunity and get away with it, because expensive attorneys will definitely make that case for anyone willing to pay quick cash. You gotta got cash. If you really think that these attorneys are gonna defend anything for no cash, pro bono, none of these hotels are here pro bono, you guys. None of them. The LA Community Alliance has partnered with the Church of Scientology. Yay! Shout out to the LA Community Alliance partnering up with Scientology. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you for showing everyone that there's plenty of people backing this up. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, we need to help. We need all the help we can get. Money talks in every country. Yeah, you guys, but you know what? You also all talk in every country. And
guys watching us.
And scams and shams cannot literally survive. Look at us flipping the guy that's following us and watching us, you guys. Bye.
Guy's probably making a phone call right now. Hey, they're leaving. You get your people out.
Get your ducks out. We don't give an F. Go get them. We made them late enough today. We've literally made them late enough. And now we're going to take all the questions that y'all might have about our thumbnail. Because I definitely asked the questions, you guys. As you can see, Scientology, without a shred of self-awareness, puts it upon themselves to buy a little, a little thing, you know, and then so it's all just a sham and a scam. So y'all's voices are what talks. So don't buy the pitch that, oh, money talks and then everything can be corrupted. It can be corrupted as long as nobody knows a shred of a thing. It can be corrupted as long as they can scam themselves and go blah, blah, blah. We're so nice here. We really want to help the community. You know, if they actually look and not listen to the pitches that are literally being put up so that people can get scammed, so that they really can get their fangs stuck on whoever they're targeting. These people are relentless, and as we heard today, they're targeting mothers with young kids, single moms. Oh, you really need help? Oh, come to our hotel commercial building. We're going to help you so much. Just come join us. Just come join our slave force because we'll take care of each other. You will never have to worry about your rent. You will never have to worry about this. You will not, oh yeah, and your kid doesn't even have to go to school anymore, as it happened to me. Right, you guys, 7th grade. And then, who cares about school? Get lost in a hotel. No one in Clearwater will find out because no one in Clearwater gives a shred of an F, especially the Tampa Bay Times. Especially them, you guys, especially the Tampa Bay Times, a 501c newspaper that couldn't be more failing. It's like the LA Times and the Tampa Bay Times are competing for who is worst. And you know, the LA Times just fired 150, I think, or something like that. All manner of reporters are all fired from the LA Times, who has been sleeping at the MF wheel here. I mean, Thomas C. Tobin launders their image. The idiots at the LA Times just literally stick their head up your you know what and they just leave it there. They just pretend that all this real estate is not owned by nobody and everyone's doing everything great and hoorah, hoorah, America. The Constitution is what we use to wipe our you know what's with. That's what in the hell happens in this country, you guys. As much as they really do go, we really do have a White House, you guys. We really care a lot about enforcing the law. So keep giving us your taxpayer money, Washington. Yeah, if it wasn't for us, the public servants, what? Because y'all's literal record that everyone can Google couldn't be more abysmal. You couldn't all be more dysfunctional. I mean, literally, there's never consequences for these politicians. They can just grift, lie, you know, get themselves little deals to, you know, play dumb real quick, get a couple lobbyists around, and then all of a sudden they just like nothing, right, you guys? Oh, thank you, Gypsy. Yeah, Gypsy, I heard the other day that you were a local. Come join us. All ages, all sizes, all shapes, all genders. The entire community is diversity that's gonna help us, you guys. Diversity. Not selective choosing like Scientology. In Scientology, there's no diversity. In Scientology, they choose ducks. Oh, you really qualify to be a duck. Come here. Let's really get you a real quick contract so we, you know, so you help us with that.
And then if you quack really good, you then find yourself in even a better place.
Quacking about, you guys. So yeah, Gypsy, you're 100% welcome to join us. It's a decentralized movement, you guys. No, there's no schedules, there's no leader, there's no running nobody. Everybody can do whatever in the hell they want. It's a free country. Last time we checked, it's a free country. You can literally show up in a public street and, you know, ask questions and record receipts. It's really, really allowed. Quack, quack, quack. Hey ho, Scientology has to go. That's right. It's just simple logic. No more kids in Scientology. Yes. I went yesterday for the first time. Oh, thank you, Daniela. Thank you for coming up and showing up. You know, we need all of y'all. Everyone is welcome. Everyone can exercise their First Amendment right. For breaking news. Breaking news, you guys. In America, you are allowed to exercise your First Amendment rights. So if you're here, If you want to come here, if you want to fly here, if you want to go into a corner and ask questions to yourselves, to your lives, to people that are, getting informed and supporting what they're finding out about, definitely you're allowed to do that, you know. And we will record if you're afraid that, oh my God, Serge, I mean, what if the Scientology lies on me with no receipts and just delusionally claims that I have a GUN? Then what? Well, you know what? We're catching it all on live. And you know what? Every time they put someone in handcuffs, the LAPD, they've literally eaten their own you know what. So they can continue acting lawless and they can continue acting reckless, but we do have finally a way to expose their BS so they cannot just abuse power willy-nilly. That's what in the hell it's called, right? Thank you. The aristocrat. The aristocrat. Thank you. We love you too, aristocrat. And if you have kitties, check out Michael the Pet's Journey, because that's Michael's other channel where he's going to be doing more talks about holistic health for animals, which is his actual passion. This is just, a little side thing he's doing to help support us, and we appreciate it so much.
It's not just a little side thing. It's a mission. It's a mission.
I know, you guys. It's wonderful to have support because that's what unites us as survivors. Boxing for life. Question: Chris and Tao were there till 5 a.m. How does this affect COS? I miss your info on this. Thanks. Thank you for your super chat. Basically, it affects them because Scientology is so pressed. Like the scam can only operate with PR, right? Like everything is a delusion. So it's never the truth. It's never what it is. It's never the facts. It's always like concocted. So right now they're very pressed to not let people out of Celebrity Center to get caught on tape, right? Because they don't want to be asked questions. They don't want to be recorded under any circumstances. So right now they're struggling because as much as they were out there before when they were not being questioned, when they were not being, looked at, when, they were just, everybody was in apathy. Everybody was just like, well, I guess it's never going to change. I guess the Constitution can be literally shredded the minute that somebody signs up a 501c with the IRS. I guess the IRS is so powerful and has all the auditors of the IRS unable to open their eyeballs and to do any kind of inspections on the books, as if literally the millions and millions and millions that flow out of this place are not shady at all for any IRS auditors. So this is called a subsidized racketeering scheme, and the IRS could not be more implicated in subsidizing said racketeering scheme. All right, you guys, so look up what RICO Act is, and let's really find out who in the IRS is benefiting from really setting up this deal with Scientology, because the IRS, who are usually total bitchs, they don't give an F. Where's your receipts? Where's this? I'm going to take money out of your account you didn't pay, whatever. We're going to audit you. We're going to check what you did. That's the energy they give to normal Americans. But with Scientology, they're all like, oh, so you really wanting to save the world with, what was your income last year? Oh, $100 million. That's how much we were doing at the Debbie Cook's Hotel. So just let's really put that into perspective for a second. In the mid-1990s, making $100 million, up to $100 million a week. And the IRS is just so clueless. And they're like, oh, this is exactly legit. This is how all 501cs work. Isn't that great, you guys? Rico. Rico, Rico, Rico. Que rico. They mess with his car. Yes, you guys. Now there's 4 people with tire problems. In what world, LAPD, do 4 people all at once? I mean, these people are so stupid, you guys. They don't even like go, oh my God, we're going to get caught, because that's not going to be a very coincidental thing. That doesn't make a shred of sense. So now we're having to literally put 24-hour surveillance in our cars. because we cannot wait to catch these people in the act effing with us. We literally cannot wait for them to again violate the law, again have the receipt to prove it, again put them on blast. That's the only thing we're allowed to do. Because, I mean, as if the LAPD really cares, right, guys? What's Michael's channel name? I want to go sub to him. Stay safe. It's at literally Michael, you guys. And make sure you put the at when you search for channels, because otherwise YouTube doesn't know what to give you and it might not show up for you. So just put at literally Michael and then you can sub to him as well. Thank you so much. Children being abused, your tax dollars at work. Scientology is a cult. That's right, aristocrat. That is exactly what in the hell we're saying. Yes, hooray for receipts. That's all that matters, you guys. Because you know what? Emotions and feelings. You go take your emotions and your feelings to a judge. And shout out to the judges that do take their job seriously, because there are some people in the justice system that do. So shout out to those judges that you come with a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions and a lot of this, and they don't give an F. They literally are like, we couldn't be more unbothered. Show us the receipt. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. And that's how justice is actually administered, you guys. Isn't that great breaking news for us? Question, Serge, isn't it weird that the Aftermath Foundation hasn't said anything about the protest? Do you think you're scared, Mike? You know what, you guys? No comment. Whatever. They can put up their statements, right? They can put up a statement. They can try and sanitize their image in whatever way they want, and we invite them to. Literally, you are all welcome to literally start contributing something to this movement instead of just gaslighting and grifting. Unfortunately, there are a lot of bad family court judges. That's what we keep hearing, Amy. We keep hearing that family court is full of corruption as well. And again, you guys, everything we're doing here to expose corruption and fraud can be replicated under the same way. So there's a quote from Martin Luther King that says, we're not outnumbered, we are unorganized. So shout out to 280 of you that are organizing here together as survivors, as knowing that corruption is systemic and institutional, as knowing that if we don't put that pressure on corrupt people, then they go willy-nilly. They go become predators. They empower themselves to abuse power. There's no checks and balances. So we're all in this together in as far as that front, you know. Yadira, the truth is on your side and witnessed by hundreds of thousands. Thank you, Yadira. That's exactly the magic of this one small little right that we have, you know. Again, the LAPD leadership is very, very pressed because they don't understand live streaming, you guys. They used to go do whatever crazy deals they wanted for themselves. They could just gaslight, they could just lie, they could just abuse power, and who was to check them? If we didn't have a camera, what was gonna change? What would have happened with Aaron if we didn't have everything on live stream and everything watched by y'all? What would have happened? Imagine. Literally. I want to say what I think about the aftermath either. You guys, everyone has free speech. No one can control our speech. Everyone is deserved to ask questions when things don't make sense. The people that don't want to be asked the questions have lots of things to hide. Their gaslighting, their manipulation of the facts, their glorification of themselves, their, pitching themselves as some big royalty all falls apart the minute they're asked questions, because snobbery is the only go-to they have. Oh, we're so high up. Oh, we're so high and mighty. So When they get asked questions that they don't like, that's what they go for. That's literally what they go for. We have one in Vancouver, British Columbia. I have never been there, but I live an hour away. Yeah, Tam, they're in Canada. They're everywhere. You're such a couple search. It's hard to believe that you didn't get a formal education. You're smart and well spoken. Well, thank you guys. Well, you know, it's the only saving grace, the only alchemy you can get from being traumatized to this level. And you know, we have plenty of examples of, I mean, as if we didn't get slavery abolished by people that literally learn how to not just have people blab and gaslight the narrative, right? Like all the changes that have ever happened to wield the corrupt power back have happened because the oppressed have to. Like little diamonds under pressure. Like if you didn't explode, if you're still here, blessed enough to open your mouth after everything that was done to you, the only silver lining is that you have the words to explain it. You know, like we didn't ask for it. We didn't want this. We didn't agree to be part of these hotels. We were told that we did agree, but we were not adults, contrary to Scientologists' belief that kids are adults, which couldn't be more nauseating and disgusting, really. Oh, thank you, Christina. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you caught us here now, too. Yadira, at minimum, Aaron would have spent the whole weekend out until he was in front of a judge. That's right, you guys. And that's what we were told. We were told that immediately. Oh my God, it's going to take a weekend. That's what they thought. Okay, it's going to be so great that we can really keep him for 2 days. Except that, you know, coincidentally, Hollywood division of the LAPD did just all of a sudden release him when we started opening our mouth outside the station when Jenna and Laura were with me. I still have to post that video, you guys. I haven't had time, but literally when that little speech happened, all of a sudden, oh, get him released. Oh, up, up. Aaron said that all of a sudden somebody came, you know, but nobody was paying any shred of attention to him. All of a sudden it's like, no, 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 never mind. Go, go, go. Bye, bye. Go, go, gadget. Everything was great. Everything. Hope you really liked spending time here at the LAPD. Hope your stay in the bathroom being chained was very, very good for you. Hope that, you know, it wasn't enough for you to get a literal stick thrown at your head, caught on live stream, and a dog unleashed, and being told that you're gonna be and be found with the man that had all the weapons, you guys. Again, who has showed up with weapons in these protests? So far, literally we have that this man who showed up for Scientology did get knives out of his pockets. We never bring knives. We never do anything like that because we're not here to do that. We're here to exercise our First Amendment right. Something that if we can inspire more people to raise their voice and use their First Amendment right in the most powerful way that y'all can, because once you have community behind you, what they can touch, no one can touch you. You know, it's like we were scared when nobody cared about us, when nobody knew that we existed, when nobody knew what happened, that Scientology could just come slash our tires, come slash our brakes, come send us creepy men to follow us around. All of that was scary when no one was around to care, you guys. When our own parents were implicated in being on the side of the traffickers. So yeah, back in those days, very, very scary. Back in those days, like, we couldn't just show up to the street with a sign as if somebody was going to care and as if somebody was going to, you know, look after us. Like, you know, but it wasn't because the communities didn't care. It's because we've been muscled. We've been told to shut the F up because once we speak, once we bring receipts, once we expose the facts, the sham and the scam falls apart faster than anyone's head can literally spin. So that is what the beauty of communities are, and all of you should be encouraged to become First Amendment auditors. I mean, I had to see the courage in someone else. I had to see William doing it before I ever thought that I could ever do that. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, if I wouldn't have seen William Streets LA do it, like, where was I gonna get that model from? You know? So he did it, and then this new generation got on them as well, and we have all of you following our stories, understanding the pain, understanding our plight, understanding that minors cannot consent, understanding that we're catching them all, shuffling minors just like they did with us. That was another one of these, key pivotal moments. Like, we have the evidence that they're at whatever in the hell they did with us as kids, they're still at it right now. So yeah, well, you know what, you guys, like, it all needs to be exposed and confronted. The facts need to be confronted. The facts need to be exposed, the facts need to be confronted, and, you know, we have to move on. And literally, exactly, Joe, kids can consent. It's important to make educated decisions on who they support and don't. Yes? Well, again, you guys, with First Amendment right, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. As much as we were told in those hotels we were never entitled to our opinion, it's come to a shock to us this late in our life that we are entitled to our own opinion. Question: does Michael think you... What? I can't read it. Does Michael think you talk too much? No, I don't think so.
That's part of his magic.
Comment search: Michael needs some shades. It's sunny too, I know.
Yeah, I ran out of the house this morning and I forgot. I mean, I was like too anxious to get there, so yeah, it's definitely sunny today.
Sunny in LA. Anyone know what rights are for Canadians to do this? I just learned that there is a location in London. ON. Yeah, well, check out with Canada, you guys. But I can't doubt that a person asking questions on a street, raising awareness of a trafficking of kids and minors situationship. I mean, in what world could that be made illegal? You know, in a world where we're being controlled to never question authority and being told to take everything at face value, and that's how the corrupt people really actually win, literally. But check out the laws in Canada. I don't know what they are. No idea. Literally, I barely know the ones here, and I barely know some. Hello, Debbie. Thank you for joining us all the way from UK. If any of the guys went into the building, I don't think so, you guys. We're not going into any of their buildings. Ew, their buildings are disgusting.
They wouldn't let us in their buildings.
Damn, you got That's weird. Why would anybody be mad about that? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. No, he said, this guy says he got blocked on a chat for saying that Tom Cruise is a bad parent for sending his kids to Scientology. And I mean, those are facts, but if he doesn't want to hear that, maybe he's a big fan of Tom Cruise. Maybe he's there to save him.
Yeah, you get some chats are not our chats, so just be wise. Just be wise. You'll find that some of the chats out there are like maybe OSA chats, so be careful.
DOA said not to talk about children. Well, that's fine. You know what, guys? Even that, if he doesn't want to talk about children, let him. If he wants to go advocate for the adults, let him. You know, we are advocating for kids. Whoever wants to advocate for adults, they can do that. You know, they can do that too. But, the ones that care about the kids, y'all are here. And that's all that matters, really, at the end of the day. It's a troubling subject. Talking about specific people's kids can be uncomfortable for some. That's true, Violet. And usually, we would have no opinion about how people are raising their kids. But in this situationship that we got ourselves into by no consent of our own, it becomes literally our job now, as if we really want to talk about this, to be discussing this. You know what I mean? And that's really what is so troubling to us, because so many people, including this algorithm, and thanks to all the 220 of you who are watching, definitely hit the like so we get this algorithm paying attention, because the algorithms don't like anyone speaking about children in any sort of criminal capacity. So, in what world are we not allowed to speak to the facts with receipts from our own experience? Because what? You know, if YouTube is really worried about Scientology coming and suing us, we are literally waiting for that to happen. We're literally waiting to get to discovery ASAP. ASAP. And that's why Scientology attorneys cannot sue anybody, and don't buy the pitch from the corporate media that they're so pressed to not write anything about Scientology and to whitewash everything, because all of a sudden they're very pressed that they're going to get sued. And their legal departments are not going to want to approve anything. And blah, blah, blah. On and on and on. Excuses from the corporate media, but they just want money. Quick cash for themselves, you guys. That's what it is. I think it's valid to talk about kids are born into the cult, raised apart from their parents, and abuse is very disturbing. And now they are able to get away with, and how they're able to get away with it. I mean, that's the point, right, Violet? It's like the awareness needs to be there, otherwise, nothing is confronted, and then nothing changes. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Is really the point. Tom's son Connor was caught up in the chase wave when he was in the Sea Org. That's right, Blue Nonana. He was caught in the blue chase wave, you guys, and he was never in the Sea Org, but he was being used as a fundraiser because, again, in Scientology, they give you 10% of anything you fundraise them for. So these people that were doing the blue chase wave, I mean, imagine they would get someone to donate $40,000 just in commissions. So Scientology definitely pays out commissions too. I think so, Alma. She's just charging his phone. Duck a duck duck, duck a duck duck. Well, welcome to the stream. No Kids in Scientology. This cult is over. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, these are my favorite shades for when it's so sunny, you guys, because it's so comfortable and you don't have to squint and you can protect half of your face to not get fried by the sun. That's right, mamas. We're here to advocate for children and we're not getting distracted with anyone's drama or anyone's situationships. We're not pressed about what other people are doing. We're focused on what we are doing. That's the only thing we can control and opine about. Thank you, Julie. You all keep up the good work. You all keep up building our community and our group of concerned citizens that are allowed to advocate for the rights of kids that America's playing dumb about. You know, America's not getting their pitch straight, is what it's called, you guys. That is what it's in the hell called. America is not getting their pitch straight. And we are allowed to question when pitches don't make a shred of sense. That's right, Violet. We're not going to be divided about that, you know, because all we're doing right now is rallying people that want to advocate for the kids. It's really that simple. It's not, if you don't want to do that, then don't do it. Who cares? Nobody is forcing or asking you to care. Everyone can go and do whatever in the hell they want. This movement could not be more decentralized, and no one's telling here how to do anything. But that's all we can talk about. No more kids in Scientology. Yes. Are my parents still in? Yes, you guys. My parents are still very in. Deep, deep, deep up to their neck and ears in criminal conspiracy complicity. Unindicted felons, child traffickers, child abusers is the two people that brought me to this world that were never parents in the first place. So, you know, just like Laura said in the live a little earlier, like we've made peace with that, you guys. Phil Anderson, Pedro Gil, Sandra Gil, Diane Anderson, they're just names of people that had nothing to do really with our upbringing, and whatever they were around us, they were manipulating us, abusing us, and getting away with it because, you know, we didn't know. We bought the pitch that everyone's parents are supposed to really love their kids. We bought that pitch ourselves, gullible and naive as we were back then. But, you know, we did grow up and we found out that that pitch was full of holes and that, you know, our parents in charge with common sense, you would think that would have some sort of common sense in their head. You know, all Scientology parents have no common sense. And it's a broad statement, it's a broad stroke statement, but you know what? We did do a 4.5 hour video yesterday comparing what is called in the law reckless child endangerment, reckless child abuse, you know, neglect, false imprisonment. We compared the Mormon parents against the Scientology parents in the case of Ruby Frankie, you guys. So definitely check that out for yourselves when you get a chance. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us on this other audit, First Amendment audit of Scientology. And I love that you guys are all empowered and ready to roll. I will see you guys all extremely soon. Have a great one.